Hey, thanks for tuning in to Driven by the Machines. I'm Anthony, and on this podcast show today, we're going to talk about why I bought the Ford Maverick. Did I ever think I was going to buy a Ford after having all those Jeeps all those times? No, but it was something new I wanted to try out, and it was a little out of the ordinary, I guess, because the night before I was sleeping and my Jeep was giving me so much problems. And it just didn't fit right anymore. As you get older, your family grows, you grow, things change. So I was on the internet searching around looking to see what I want. And originally I was going to buy the Ford Bronco. But then again, I was stuck just like my Jeep all over again because no room, Families grow. I got 2 daughters of my own. I got a fiance, and during the summertime, we like to go on trips. We go down to Florida a lot every year, and recently we just bought a house, so you kind of need more room if you're going to start hauling shit. And the Jeep just wasn't cutting it. And obviously the Bronco didn't cut it. So, when I drove 3 hours away, got down to the dealership, and the guy said, hey, let's look at the Ford Maverick. Well, it's a 2022 all-wheel drive FX4 XLT. And it has a sunroof, it's cactus gray, the truck itself is awesome. Well, I got down there, and the guy wanted me to test drive it, and at first I was kind of back and forth about it. I'm like, He goes, no, just test drive it. Alright. So I got down there and gave me the keys, and I went for a small test drive. Well, before I even got off the lot, the ride is amazing. I know it's a unibody truck and it's not a body-on-frame, but what the truck has to offer is amazing. It has a 4.5-foot bed. They make all these mods for it, which eventually I'll get into about that, of what I want to do with the truck. And got down there, started test driving it and everything, and let me tell you what, that ride is amazing. It's smooth, and for being a 4-cylinder, a 2.0 liter, the thing's got pretty decent horsepower. Was test driving it down the road, going to 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. For a 4-cylinder in today's world, that ain't bad at all. And the truck offers 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. Now, that's double of what my Jeep had. And with the horsepower that you get with the truck, and it's all-wheel drive, you're like getting everything you could ask for. Not everybody needs a big F-150, Ram, whatever, because everybody's life is different. So I haul like a lot of wood and shit like that and stuff around the house. Then obviously daily drive it to work. So you want to be comfortable with that. And for the truck as a daily driver, every day, drive an hour a day to work. And the ride is amazing. Oh yeah, and the gas mileage. The gas mileage that you can get with it for being an all-wheel drive, I've been getting around 32, 33. Lows at like 26 miles per gallon. Now with this truck, depending on where you live, you could get the all-wheel drive or you can get the front-wheel drive hybrid. The hybrid doesn't push out as much power as all-wheel drive. So if you're the type that lives in a nice place and stuff like that, the front-wheel drive hybrids are nice trucks. And you get really, really, really good gas mileage with it. Now, where I live, the weather's shitty. It rains, it snows, sometimes we get a lot of snow, or sometimes we get a lot of rain, weather shit. And with the weather where I live, the all-wheel drive fits in perfectly with it. We just had, what was it? A little while ago, we had some snow come down and it was all covered, the roads were and everything like that. And I was doing 55, 60, and I put the truck, they have these different modes, slippery, mud, tow, normal, and all that. Well, I put the truck in slippery mode, and I was doing 55, 60 down that road, and let me tell you what, the truck stuck like glue. Now, I haven't done anything to the suspension or anything like that. I'm still driving a stock, and the stock truck does amazing just sitting there. And I have never felt so confident driving down the road in my life. Like, that truck did not slip once. So I'm really impressed with it. Also, I've always had white, silver Jeeps, stuff like that, and I got tired of seeing white. Well, my truck color that I went with is cactus gray. Depending on where you're at, sometimes it looks blue, sometimes it looks whitish, I guess. Sometimes it looks green. Other times it does look gray. So the color itself is very unique. And the front wheel drive hybrid and the all wheel drive Ford Mavericks are both 4-cylinders. Now mine is a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder. And it has a lot of giddy up and go for being a 4. I think that's probably the fastest 4 I've ever driven in my life, actually. And you could also get 4K towing. So for what these little trucks are and how much you could tow with them, it's cool as hell. So my whole experience going down there, buying the truck and driving it back home, I was more than impressed. It's something that fits in my lifestyle, everyday use, from hauling and towing to just daily driving the truck. And how Ford built those 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engines is the smoothest engine I have ever driven compared to my Jeeps. Like, the Jeeps have like a boo sounds in there and shit like that, and it doesn't run as smooth as you like it to all the time. Well, I just did my second oil change on the truck, and I went with Mobil 1 and a K&N oil filter. Wow, does that make a difference? I went full synthetic. And that full synthetic Mobil 1 oil with a K&N oil filter, truck runs even smoother now. I was really, really impressed. And when it comes to being car guys, women, girls, whatever, out there, if you enjoy your vehicle, you care about what you're putting in it, right? I do. Well, first time ever trying Mobil 1 oil in the truck, and it's definitely an oil I'm going to stay with. I've been running K&N oil filters with every vehicle I've had. That's never going to change. And anyway, back to the truck. And inside the truck, it kind of has like blue jeans-ish color on the seats with a light gray. And then it kind of has marble underneath the stereo looking. And it has blue on the doors with white with orange accents. Every vehicle I've had before this was all nothing but black in the inside. All my Jeeps, the 2019 Jeep Compass that I had was black, and I had some red stitching in it. I had like the Trailhawk on the seats and stuff. My Grand Cherokee before that was black. with like light gray accents in it. And my Compass before that was just plain black. That was a 2014. Well, I was really impressed with the interior inside the truck because it was different. You know, you got your blues, grays, whites, and silvers and oranges in there. And now you could buy the truck with leather seats as well, and it has brown too, but I'm not a big fan of leather, so I went with the cloth. And to me, the cloth seats are way more comfortable. No, I didn't get the heated seats and all that other bullshit because it's a truck. I want it to be as closest to a truck as possible. I don't care about the heated seats and all those other gadgets and stuff. Some people do, which is cool. But the one thing I did get is the sunroof. First time ever having a sunroof is pretty fucking cool. I do enjoy it. Now, when I went to go down, I told you about driving the truck off the lot and first thing and everything. Well, the guy ended up talking me into it and I ended up buying the truck, obviously. And the first change that I only did on it was go up one size on the tires. And the tires that I've ran on every single vehicle that I'll never change is Toyo Open Country AT3s. Those tires are amazing. For being all-terrain tires, they're really not loud at all. They're quiet, and you still get good gas mileage with it. Now, I put those on the truck, and the truck came in with the already spraying bed liner from the factory. It comes with a tow hook, the tonneau cover, and all that. So for what you're buying when you buy the truck itself, it's worth it because you definitely get your money worth out of it. And Ford did a killer job with it. And I can't wait to tell y'all about how the mod's going to be done on it and all that. But this is just an intro to the truck. So, I'm very happy that I bought the truck. And it's done me well. So far, we've gone to Florida and back with it. And when you go on family trips and stuff, y'all don't want to be crammed. Well, that's how it was when I had the Jeep Compass. The Jeep Compass did awesome off-road. Fun. Daily driving it sucked. And road trips sucked. You couldn't really haul much shit with it. Obviously, being a little Jeep. Now, when we went down to Florida in the Maverick, wow, had so much room. Put all our shit in the back, and they've had room. We still had room up front and all that. And it was just, it's more roomy for a family of four, is what I'm trying to say. A lot more comfortable for road trips and all that. And not only is a truck good for daily driving and road trips, but also the little truck has a performance side of it. You can get it all tuned up and all that. And it comes with your skid plates underneath if you get the FX4 package, the off-road package. They offer a few other ones. They got the black appearance package. They got the Lariat, XLT, and XL. I got the XLT FX4. So I kind of get best of both worlds with it. I get a good, really good daily driver with it. And I get the off-road if I ever want to go off-roading again with it. So I got all the skid plates and all that other shit with it, which is good. Because that's just one less thing you don't have to buy. And yeah, driving this truck every day and the purchase was 100% worth it. So this episode may be short at first. It's just an intro, kinda, I guess, to the truck. But now y'all know some about the truck. And on the next episode, we'll see what we'll get into next. Now, all my episodes aren't going to be long, like hour long. They'll probably be between 15 and 45 minutes because everybody has lives out there, and if you catch this to listen to it, I gave you some info on the truck, and personally, I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm looking forward to everybody tuning in, and in between episodes, I'll be working on the new ones and stuff like that, but that's all I got right now, and hopefully more of you tune in, and I'll catch you on the next episode.